Next statement.
Yeah.
Arsenal. Wait, you might be right. You might be right. Arsenal will win the league next season.
Hey.
Season after that, pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they're not going to win this league. It's done.
They're not
You know
winning
what?
next year
Before
anyway.
everyone says something. Fast if you ever run in your life.
What are you doing?
Listen.
Can I get another balloon? Give him another balloon.
Listen.
Oh, what? But he needs one
Go
too.
right in the middle. Go right in the middle.
He needs one
Just
too.
run it.
I
Just
need
run.
one. I
Just
need
run.
Just one.
See?
He just squeezed it with his bare hands, bro.
You gotta get behind them.
Hold on. Did you do that with your hand?
Yes, he didn't even do nails. He just squeezed it, bro.
Can I get my balloon?
This is the eardrum thing at this point.
Bro, are you popping that with your fingers? It's been a decade of filthy. Filthy Fellas Live, 10-year anniversary. Hackney Empire, 8th of May.
Straight away, he's gonna disrupt the thing. Disrupt up the thing.
Man, then watch out.
You're not losing weight. You just spat on yourself.
Let me say this right now, yeah? I'm not the dickhead in this group, you man.
Bro,
I know
stop.
what we're trying
You see
to
South, man. Don't do that, bro. I hate South,
because
man.
I realised, bro.
Go like
No,
this.
I'm letting man know. I'm not the dickhead in this group. I've noticed, bro.
Stop,
The
just
thing
'cause
that
you can
did
fight,
with
man.
Scorcher last time, yeah? It's not happening, bro.
What, with Scorcher?
You, man, let me know where I am in this group, bro.
Why you
I'm
didn't-
not the
why you
dickhead.
didn't
Hold on,
Scorcher like
I'm
that?
letting man know
Why you
right
didn't
now.
Scorcher
I
like
will
that?
crash out on this.
Bro, you see South,
I'm
man.
telling you, man, right
Hey,
now.
crash
yeah,
out.
Crash out.
Crash out.
Crash out. Crash out.
Me for a prick.
You see, nah.
You let
Bro,
man say,
move, man,
You
move.
let man say Mateta, bro. No.
Mateta's good though.
Mateta's cold.
He's a gunman better than Haaland.
No one
All
said
you
that.
pussy
No one
on-
said that.
all you pussy
What do you
on-
mean? We stopped him. We stopped. Do you know what it is? We just sometimes just gotta let the ball fly. See, South man trying
why then
to
I have
fight
to-
every
I
fight.
have to be aggressive now. I learned my lesson. Anyway.
Nah, man. Back again, people.
Filthy.
Something a little bit different for you lot. Different but familiar.
Quickly, before we do that, it was Jordan Ibe last week, right?
Yeah.
How was he? I wasn't here.
Proper, man.
Lit
Proper.
episode, man.
Rude. I tried to say Sancho was shit and he got on to me.
Is it?
Yeah. Also said he was gonna mash up certain man.
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
he's going to mash up certain
yeah.
man?
Yeah.
That.
Certain man to the left.
Hey, say their name, but just bleep it out.
No way.
No, certain man to
Why is
the
he
left.
going to mash them up?
They tried to say he don't know his name. His name's Jordan Ibe, but he calls himself Jordan Ibe. Well, obviously explain that the commentator said it, so they just ran with it, and he knows his name. And yeah.
I hear it, so it's on there.
So he see him outside Tinseltown and say, "Yo, what's up?" Man said he weren't like that.
Anyway, yeah, like I said, man, we got something a little bit different for you lot today. Different but familiar. Pop the balloon.
Boom.
You know how that goes.
Pop the balloon with no gal. It's
Aye.
bonk.
Nah, listen, I know. So let me explain what
I'm
we're gonna
Aaron
do.
the plumber, bro, in this whole song.
He is.
I'm Aaron the
He's
plumber.
not- he's
Oh,
not
the
lying.
guy that
The guy that fights
that fight the
everyone.
tranny thing because he lips it up
He
in
didn't
it.
lips it though.
I'm just saying.
He didn't lips it though.
I'm just saying. That's
He
who you
didn't,
are.
Mo.
That's who you are.
That's who you
But
are.
That's who you are, though.
I
But
see
that's who
him
you are.
punch it up though, boy. Hey, he goes-
Aye.
Yeah, so you
So-
don't know where you going with that.
We're gonna put some big statements out there. And boys, if you agree with the statement, don't pop your balloon. We'll have a little chat about it. Say lovely statement. We'll let it go by.
What are you doing?
I knew someone was gonna do that.
Dickhead, fam. You're a
I knew
Hey,
that was bound to happen.
hey, these men with sharp nails, you know. These men with sharp
Bro, the
nails.
worst thing is, on the, like...
You're trying to pump fake.
You know what's
What are you
crazy? I was
Aye,
gonna
because
do
you know-
that
you
for the
know-
gunman.
And we know Margs' standards, bro. In the real Pop the Balloon, he's never going to pop his balloon.
Never popping his balloon.
That was his balloon
He
pop.
sees beauty in absolutely everything.
That's not a diss. That's a compliment.
Yeah, see?
Speaks to my heart.
See what I mean? Stop popping your
Speaks to my
balloon,
heart.
man.
How did you know your sharp nails?
Beauty isn't either.
Nah, brother, let me tell you something. You know what he said to me? He went, nah, but it wasn't on purpose. I swear to God.
He took the I saw it. That's what I was trying to do.
He's like this.
I'm trying to do the intro fast, bro. He was pump faking the whole time, getting closer and closer. Like Tom and Jerry, bro.
One thing I did notice, bro, your balloon's little.
You got a cock on your hat.
What?
What are we doing? What's
What are
going
you
on?
doing, man?
It says cock.
My balloon ain't got as much air. What's all that about?
Hold on, wait. It says cock.
Oh, come on. All right.
It does.
All right. Come on.
This is crazy.
Can we pop our balloon for that?
No, we're gonna run out of balloons. We're gonna run out of balloons.
Do you know what? Can we have the poo? Can we have the poo as
Yeah,
well?
the poo's needed
give
as
him,
well.
yeah.
We need the poo now.
Start it on there.
No, you have to start it here.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
That was a mad catch. That was a mad catch. Air Jordan.
Hey, hey, Jordan, we gotta get emoji with the poop.
Hey, I didn't. Did you hear me? I said, "Oh my God."
Lava. I said lava catch.
Lava catch. Alright, listen, boys. Let the statement land, though. Yeah. Remember, as you hear the statement, let it resonate. If you don't agree, pop that. And then the man that pops the balloon, the floor is yours. And it's your job to basically convince the rest of the man them to pop their balloon, or you're just going to be the idiot on
I feel like
your
he
own.
just took it to me.
Because I know, brother, you need to know the rule. I know about
number one.
You're going to pop the balloon first for 90% of the things, 100%. But
Let's make this interesting.
Let's go.
Let's
go,
go,
yeah.
man.
Does everyone understand
Yeah,
what
man.
we're doing
Yeah.
here? Yeah.
Think so.
What's his name again?
Mr. Hankey.
Mr. Hankey.
Mr. Hankey, yeah.
Christmas poo.
Christmas.
I heard about him still.
So, boys, you saying ready? Yes. First round of filthy fellas, pop the balloon. Yeah? Let's go. So the first statement is a very true statement. Thierry Henry is the best player to ever play in the Premier League. I didn't even get to read out his stats. I had a whole speech. I was going to say where he learned to play the game. What's going on? Why
I
do you
want to hear it.
Nah, the man popped his balloon first.
Pop the balloon speaks first.
Yeah, he's popped. He stopped me. He stopped me in my tracks.
Okay.
Floor is yours, Marks.
Cristiano Ronaldo's played in this league, so that statement's false.
And my rebuttal to that was the Cristiano Ronaldo that you're referring to played in all white
No.
for the biggest
The
team in the
Cristiano
world.
Ronaldo-
The real biggest team in the
Cristiano
world.
Ronaldo that I'm referring to won the Ballon d'Or. Relax.
He's arguing with Salah and them.
Relax.
Henry realm is that's the stat. Not even the standard. That's
Did he win a Ballon d'Or in the Prem?
Because it's political. No.
Help me, because I know you want to do it.
What are you a mute as well?
I think you can't talk if
No, you can
unless
talk.
you
You
pop.
can talk.
I like that though. I like the fact that I can't come in the convo until I pop.
No, because you can diss it. You have to tell me because again, sorry, I'm doing it wrong. So I have to say, Steve-O, why haven't you popped your balloon?
Okay, yeah.
So Margs is chatting rubbish, but Steve-O, why have you not popped your balloon?
Well, because straight away I thought the statement's probably true. Yeah, but then Marks did say, "Hang on, Ronaldo," but then the Ronaldo in white you said. So I'm all listening. Then I thought about it and I thought, hang on. That Ronaldo that won the Ballon d'Or, we're talking 2008,
That
9.
07-08 season. you ain't
07-08.
seen it
One
like it,
season.
man.
One sec.
That's all it needs.
07-08 season was crazy, but are we saying to be the best in the Prem, it's a consistency thing, right?
Premier League, Champions League,
Steve,
double.
just pop it.
35 goals.
No, because his
No,
consistency
but you're
was
talking
longer.
about, he's talking about Champions League as well. He's saying in
said he
the
was the
Prem.
About the Prem.
He said he was the best player to ever play in the Prem.
Premier
Prem.
League.
Yeah, Ronaldo was better.
Yeah, I'm not popping. It's Henry.
Ronaldo was better.
So Dan,
It's Henry.
you're actually meant to be my dog in this. We're playing up front,
yeah.
but there's no chemistry.
But I'll be honest, Thierry Henry is nowhere near for me the best player to have played in the Premier League.
Who is?
He's an icon, yeah. He helped Arsenal. He's an Arsenal legend. But what do you mean? There's better players that I think are better than Thierry Henry.
You're not saying striker. David Silva.
Yeah, I'm saying Eden Hazard. I'm saying there's better players.
David Silva. yeah, 100%.
I heard that shout, but I like it. Though.
If he's not one of the best players to ever step foot in this
No,
league,
he's one of
then
them.
You
You
said he's better than Henry.
You said he's better than Henry.
not a better striker.
Hazard's not
Player,
better than
footballer.
Henry.
Hazard
player.
is better than Henry. Hazard's definitely a better
Wait,
footballer.
can I just
100%.
ask a question more so than a statement? Yeah, what's the difference between being a better player and having better technical ability?
You shouldn't. Why do we let him ask a question?
No, that's a good question though. That's a good question because Hazard has more technical ability, but Henry is a better player, bro.
No, he played 20 years before him.
But technical football ability, David Silva's technical ability for passing and close control.
He's one of the best that's ever played in this league. Facts.
Because again, let's have it right. Henry had his ability, and he also did what he did in the league year after year after year.
2 years.
And that's what
2 years. Let's 2 years.
He's top goal scorer for like 4 seasons.
2 years in a 2-team league. Never did it in a final. Yeah.
I'm doing it out of spite because I don't like the way that Lippy's talking about
yeah,
Henry.
that's fair enough.
I swear.
You could do that as well, you know. That's how Aaron the plumber thing. Spiteful pop.
So you're defo saying Henry over Salah?
Henry. No, I'm not saying Henry over. I don't.
You are saying Henry over Salah.
That's exactly what
That's
you're saying.
exactly what you're saying.
I am, but I'm saying. But what I am, I'm not gonna pop my balloon because I think that
So you're saying Henry over Salah?
Is it Henry over Salah or not? No, that don't work. That don't.
No,
translate.
because he said, I'm not saying that, but
translate.
I'm
You can't
saying
throw
that.
it.
That is.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. But you see what I'm saying?
Are you saying Henry over Salah?
No.
Then that.
No, it ain't. It ain't
pop it
because
then. Then pop it then.
because it's not a comparison with Mo Salah.
What are you talking? It's a comparison with
Bro,
everyone.
hold on. If you have not popped your balloon, you are saying there's not a single player in the history of the Prem
They're
that's
levels.
better than.
They're levels. If that was
That's
said Mo,
fair.
I wouldn't have popped either.
They're not levels.
So they're in and around the same. They're both the pinnacle of Premier League greatness.
So he's not the best
They're both. For me, he is. Just like that.
And
goal.
Henry.
Bro. When everyone else spoke, no one got all this.
I'm even throwing
constant
Aguero in
feedback,
there, you
bro.
know. I think Aguero's the best ever Premier League
I think Aguero's up there.
I think Aguero is a better striker, 100%.
Yeah, 100 got haters. I'm saying this year, just even that goal for against USA and them players, that is because he's the greatest player in the Premier League. Those players ran over and Henry was doing the presentation.
So you're saying
and they
yes,
ran up.
Henry.
That's because he's the best. That is because they grew up watching Henry. All these flamboyant strikers and all this, they learned from Thierry, and that's that's the truth. For me, he's the best.
Yeah, but just remember when Salah comes up in the future.
Bro. Hazard is a better player than Salah. Salah is more clinical.
And who's a better player than Henry?
Nobody.
You said Hazard's a better player than Salah, but Salah and Henry are levels.
Yeah, they're levels.
let me just do
level
that.
don't mean he's better. Henry's better at bare things than salary.
My
but
maths is good.
They're just as
My maths is
consistent.
decent there.
They're both as consistent. That's why I put them level.
Right, guys. We obviously couldn't agree on that. It wasn't a unanimous decision, so let's just move on. And whilst we're on the subject of strikers, the next question is: Erling Haaland has made Man City worse.
So he agrees.
No.
That means he did.
disagrees.
That means he disagrees.
I told you.
Erling, bro.
That looks like
My balloon's dying, bro.
That's a sweet potato.
He killed it slow. He killed it slow.
Because you know why it's a
killed it
slow.
slow.
Do you know why? It's a metaphor here. It's a slow burn. You have to let it sink in. You have to really understand. And then, yeah. That is crazy, though.
What's going on?
I don't
with that?
know.
I can't even look at it.
That's not. I gotta end this misery, bruv. That's mad. But yeah, I don't agree with
Starting
that.
with me.
Yeah,
what I
you
wanted.
set it. You set it.
I disagree with that as treble. Dude's done so much, like in terms of like goals scored. He's 100 so quick, 50 so quick. Most took over Shearer's. Bro, dude's a maniac.
He's a monster.
And making Man City worse after what he's been there for 3 of the 4, innit? And then the treble, yeah, it's important. That's silly. It's silly to say that. It's silly to say that.
I think in terms of goal scoring, it might not ever be seen again, what he done.
This is different. Let's have it right. City aren't having a great season. Because he's gone and done what he does, they're still fighting for top 4. They still look like a player away from being the top guys again. So I think, you know what it is? We could be honest, it don't look as pretty. And I think because of social media now and that, people move like, if something don't look as good as it used to, it's not as good as it used to be. But
Obviously, not everyone here will understand the feeling, but you know when Chelsea was winning the Champions League and they was playing kind of but they was winning. I don't care about how the games were. We won the Champions League, but obviously not everyone here can relate.
City are worse, but I don't think it's because of Haaland. They're an Asian team. there's players that was cooking and that were killing that are not the same people anymore. De Bruyne's falling off.
Gundogan.
Walker fallen off. Gundogan had to go and come back and he's not the same again.
Ruben Diaz.
Ruben Diaz is not the same again. They got young boys in there like Rico and all that. Like it's not the same. It's not the same team. Bernardo Silva probably ain't giving you what he was giving you before. Like it's literally Stones and that. Like they're Asian team. They need to change a lot over there. So they're definitely worse. I don't think it's just because of Haaland.
But I want to ask, before I go to Dan, Steve-O, until you heard the word treble, your balloon wasn't popped yet.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had to like I had to let it slowly build in my head. But the more
It's crazy.
Huh?
What? That's nah, man. He's reaching a bit there.
So yeah, no, I agree. But basically, he said what I was thinking, and that was City are definitely worse. But it's not because of him. Yeah, that's it. Simple. That's quite easy.
And then we got Dan, who's got the balloon the same colour as Man City, who agrees with the statement.
It's not one of those heavy, strongly agrees, but I do think even last year when they won the Prem, I did think he made them worse as a team. He's
won.
effective. He it doesn't matter. He
Didn't look good.
he
They weren't
is
great.
he is
But it's
effective.
like what he said. Don't have to look good.
He gets the goals, but if he doesn't, almost nothing happens. And I've seen him play entire halves without touching the ball. City are worse. Maybe it's not only him. Of course, it's not only him, but he is a part of it as to why they're not so fluid, why they can't just put that ball. He is their other option because they are they're getting media, but he's making them lose control of games, bro. How many games have they even lost this year?
Not sure.
It's
Not sure.
loads.
But what I would say is though, I think last year. I think the first season when he first come, they looked a bit disjointed and that they had to figure it out. But then the next season when they smash it up,
No, I think he is their
No, they were
perfect
bad.
plan B.
They
were
won.
bad, bro.
They were bad
Like,
last year.
I think since he's come, they have been.
You think they're easier to play against?
I can't do that. Is it his face?
You know what? That is... You have to consider this. Because he's one of them man where all his features is in the middle. And the rest of the face is just face. And he ain't got a beard.
Yeah.
And his trim, he ain't got the face. He ain't got the trim for that kind of
He's
face.
mad big.
But back to what Dan said, yeah, saying he made them worse and all that, yeah. He's the final pass. You play football, yeah? You all play
Yeah.
yeah? You understand the final pass. He is not there to link up. The final pass ain't coming, going, and it's back to what Mark said. The people that were making the final pass are older.
Yeah. That's why I'm not saying it's all on him. I'm saying I can't pop my balloon.
Nah,
I
but
can't
Loons,
pop my
hear this.
balloon the way you lot did.
Nah, but Loons, you know how you always say Salah's the final pass for
He is,
Liverpool,
yeah.
but it's different though. Because if he's not the final pass finishing, he can do something else. He can lay it off for a next man. He can make a
Yeah, but he's
decisive run.
wide. That's why
I
you
know.
want that.
So, but that's
He's
why with
there.
Haaland, that's your vocal point now, and he can't have the ball.
Focal point.
Focal
And vocal as well. Yeah.
But he's talking
point.
as well. He's
Yeah, he's talking.
He's singing as well.
Can I just add something?
Go on.
Though? Who would you swap him for if he's making them worse?
Yeah.
But the only thing is, I don't think that question correlates because I just think nines are bad right now. Because if you asked that in another era, do you know what it is? Maybe I think Isak. I think if Isak was at City,
So if Isak was at City right now, they would be in a better position than if they
no,
had
as
Haaland.
in right now, today, this season.
I think Haaland is the best of his type here, of striker, by the way.
Throw him the dookie.
nah, how though?
Throw him
You
the
don't
dookie.
need-
Throw the dookie, man. Throw
the
the
dookie.
dookie.
For what? Wait.
For Isak will make City better. That's
Right,
mad.
right
bro.
now, broski. Hold on. I swear, how many points apart are City and Newcastle?
It's like 1 point and
Exactly.
Newcastle got a game in hand.
So what, brother? You take that, man. What's wrong with you, bro?
I'll tell you what it is, yeah. I don't think he's made them loads worse, and I don't think it's all him. But I think since he has come to Man City as a team have become worse and much easier to play against. Simple.
so Dan, you don't agree with that then?
No.
Hey, I can't lie. Top of the table. Fair enough.
We're doing all
Fair
right.
enough.
I personally think I'm right, bro. I think City have been shit since he ain't been shit necessarily.
But they have
but
been
they
worse.
have been
The
since
team
he's come.
suffer because of
Of
him.
course. Them kind of players, they make your team suffer, bro.
I can't see how it would be any other way.
Bro, look at the strikers they had before that. In the Aguero, Dzeko, Ibrahimovic. You're having strikers that are footballers.
All rounders.
And Haaland is the best in his class for what he does.
Really? Haaland would be a top striker even in that old era. I hate them old school strikers moving like they're killers.
All right, the next one. I think you might have to read this
Disgusting
one, bro.
statement.
I think this,
Disgusting,
this
crazy
is. I don't want to talk your business, bro. Yeah.
Next statement. Cole Palmer is too good for Chelsea.
Ow! You got to stop blowing them up so hard, man. Bomber clock.
Thank you for the proper pop this time, boys. Thank you.
I can't believe you. You especially.
Cole Palmer's not too good for Chelsea, bro.
Exactly. So pop it.
I can't remember who popped it first, so we're going to go to the no behaviour boys who think this is... Sorry, Steve, I've got you.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably, yeah.
But you lot think the statement is
True.
You gonna go?
Yeah.
He's not speaking for both of us.
Hold on, wait. He just said yeah.
I said he's not speaking for both of us.
Speaking.
I said he's not gonna speak for both of us.
I think he's too good for the way they're currently constructed, for the things that manager wants.
Hey, you're
Trying to clip
riddled
his-
with hate.
No,
It's
they're
crazy.
trying to clip his wings. We've seen Enzo come out, yeah. That's his name, Maresca.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Enzo, but Maresca. We've seen him come out, yeah, and talk about his system and how he wants them to play. And if they go away from it, you don't want nothing to do with the team. Cole Palmer could run through everybody, dribble, slap it 30 yards, top bins. He's due to hook him or not playing because he's not playing the way they want him to play. My man's got too much ability for Maresca to just be that simple system player that you want him to be, and you've taken away from him. You've made him lesser than. You've made him a lesser player.
He's just
too
talking.
good.
That ain't true. What you're
I think
saying,
it's
man.
true though.
No, what you're saying, let me just respond to that
It's
quickly.
true.
as the
Maresca
Chelsea
has come
rep.
out and said that kind of stuff
No,
in press
of course he
conferences.
said it, but have you seen Cole Palmer physically on the pitch? He goes where he wants, when he wants. All he does is create. What wings, bro? Clipping his wings how, bro? He's saying go out there and express yourself.
You know, because I've seen Cole Palmer on the pitch look frustrated.
Bro, I've seen Cole Palmer on the pitch put up stinkers as well.
They said let's take it to no behaviour, boys. Loons.
All right, cool. So, I
don't like the way he done that.
I agree with a bit of it, but I think with that statement, I'm saying he is too good for Chelsea right now because the team's not up. Chelsea's much. I'm used to a much better Chelsea team. Levi Colwill, Wesley Fofana.
Don't
he's
get me
better
started
than
on
these guys. Robert Sanchez. He's better than these guys, innit? He's better than these guys. So for me, he's too good for this team, innit? Like right now, they've got all these men on 9-year deals. They're not going nowhere fast. He's going to be like, if Chelsea don't make the right moves, he could go down as a Ross Barkley if goes wrong. Like
That's your brethren. You're just rubbing him out.
Ross Barkley was high, bro. I'm just saying.
He gets the green covered poo for that one. You got
The player that he just described is Steven Gerrard. Is staying that somewhere for too long, and then he starts playing with players.
Yeah.
You're describing your greatest player
But
ever.
Steven Gerrard also had Fernando Torres ahead of him, Luis Suarez ahead of him, Robbie Fowler, Michael Owen. He had talent there, and it worked when it was there. Cole Palmer is doing it himself. He gives it to Nkunku and he puts it in the stand. He looks for his balloon. I'm saying, innit? Dookie looks for his
should be
balloon.
here.
You know what I'm saying?
Nkunku should be here with us. He will never put that, you know.
Neto ain't got no speed control. He gives Neto a weighted pass. My man off the pitch. I respect it, man.
Steve-O, big Cole Palmer fan.
Yeah.
But
Balloon.
you don't agree. You don't think he's too good for
No.
Chelsea.
I don't, mate. Listen, unless you're doing what Ronaldo was doing 07, 08.
You weren't good enough for you. No, sorry.
No. Chill out. What I'm saying is, Cole. For me, I look at Cole Palmer and I still feel there's levels in it. There's levels to go. There's levels to go in the sense of how long can he play at the level he plays. Like he goes in and out of games. So I think there's loads more. So no, and Chelsea's got a decent team. Like if you would have said 2-3 years ago, Nkunku, is that his name?
Nkunku,
Like
yeah.
he was one of the top strikers in Europe.
Yeah, he was.
100% one of the top strikers. You've had Felix. You've had Sancho, who was a great assist. Like you've had great players. Now I think we'll start looking at the manager. So I'll ask the Chelsea guys: is the manager good enough? 'Cause you've got good players.
I personally have said it from the jump. I don't think the manager is good enough, but it's not because the manager is meaty. It's because the manager is from the Championship. You know what I'm saying? What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do? That is what it is.
Like, he should be, obviously it's earlier in his career, but he's on the same path as Arteta. So I think he should be doing better with those players.
He's a bit, couple years behind.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think he has the same scope as Arteta. I think that he's exactly where he'll always be. He'll be in and around. He'll win a couple games, then he'll lose a couple
But
games.
also, let's be honest, yeah, we've got some crazy players, yeah, and Cole Palmer being too good for Chelsea is a big statement because there are some players that are just not good enough for Chelsea, and that's we got to mix that up. We can't mix that up. There's not players too good for Chelsea. We're a top team. We've got
Not at the
players that
moment.
aren't good, huh?
Not at the moment.
But you know what though, Loons? What, 4 months ago we were sitting here, probably less than that.
I was just about to say
They were
that.
literally, I was thinking, this team's about to, not take over, I wouldn't say that,
They
but
look
they're
like they were
challenging,
challenging, yeah.
they look like they're getting it together. Back to the manager just for a second, at the start of the season, when it was a mess at Chelsea, he came in, he calmed it down for me, which is a part of his learning curve as well. He handled that. He's now probably in another learning curve where you hit a dip.
Purple
Players
patch, innit?
hit full. So this is all learning. So when I say he's a few years behind, I mean literally he's managed years. Oh, okay. So I don't know, man. I think Chelsea.
No,
yeah.
he might be good.
Even in terms of
Eventually.
player development, though, there were certain players that you thought was going to click with Arteta and it didn't. And now you've seen the players that he's taken under his wing and it's working out.
Should we get these other balloons in?
Hey.
I'm sharp with it.
Heskey with it.
Pretty unanimous decision. The no behaviour boys not behaving and going the separate way
That's
from the
not
man.
a unanimous decision. That's not even close. It's 4-2.
4-2.
Yeah, it's close.
Almost.
Near as
Listen,
half.
We're going to do a little bit of arguing now. Speaking of the devil, you just mentioned his name. Arteta. So I want to ask, boys. No, I don't want to ask. I want to say. Arteta's Arsenal are the worst title challengers ever.
I knew that was going to happen.
So, you know what? Honesty, a little bit of honesty in the room, finally. You know what? Before I go, honest man Margs, because I'm proud of you, bro. I didn't know you was capable of that kind of realness. So I want to know. First, before you even, who are the worst title challengers?
They're better than Brendan Rodgers' Liverpool team that challenge.
No, we weren't.
You thought he was your guy.
Based on what? Based on what?
Just a better team, more consistency. What did Brendan Rodgers do it? One season, Arteta's
He's
had
only
them
there
up
2 seasons. He's only there 2 seasons.
That's all right. They weren't good enough. They had to go. Arteta's been challenging or been in and about the title talk for the past 3 seasons.
But you
now.
know what? They didn't bottle it like Arsenal, bro.
No, but I just think that this Arsenal team are better than that Liverpool team.
Yeah, they're better.
Exactly. So the Liverpool team are worse then.
But that's not the question.
They're the worst title contenders, and Liverpool were a title contender at the time, and this Arsenal team's better
Yeah,
than
but
them.
they put on the worst challenge. That Liverpool team at least put on a decent.
What, when Gerrard slipped?
Yeah, it's Demba Ba, man.
Disgraceful. That was worse than anything Arsenal's done.
So I want to throw something into this, yeah? Because for Arsenal, I saw something that we haven't seen before. A team being first for ages and they're not winning the league. Yeah? But like you said, Liverpool's team, I think...
Spurs finished first in the two-horse race.
Exactly. Spurs, the Solskjaer season, I think the Mourinho season as well for you lot.
Whoa.
Nah, but let's be honest, we're better than... It's not even a diss. We're better than them
Hey,
teams,
we're
bro.
here, don't do
We're
it.
better than them teams.
Just
bro.
concentrate.
Arsenal, go on then, bro.
The reason why I think they're the worst contenders is because no one ever thinks they're going to win it.
But that isn't what makes you the worst contender.
It is.
No, it is.
It's like knowing
fake chase.
someone's going to come second.
Bro, do you know how crazy it is, yeah, to be so far ahead that they put out something on Sky Sports saying no one has lost the title from this position
Oh, and they
on
did.
this date. And I looked at it and I knew it was going to be this Arsenal team that finally jinxed it.
And this is why they're the worst title contenders as well, bro. The title was in the bag, bro. They had the bus. The bus was printed up. Remember the picture?
Is this
It
true?
wasn't in the bag,
Hang
bro.
about. Is this true?
Yes.
No, it's not.
It is.
Hey,
the picture got leaked.
Poet's already got a winner's t-shirt,
Bro. The kit the following
And then they
season.
lost it.
Moggs, the kit the following season. Remember when they were so far ahead?
It had the gold
Had
on.
the gold on it. And they said, no, we didn't get it because we were thinking that we were on the league. Yes, you did.
That
You
makes-
thought-
but that
that's
makes
the-
them
That's the worst
That makes
ever.
them
That is
Let
the
me go.
worst
I ain't gone on this
ever,
round.
bro.
Gold. I've been listening. Arteta's Arsenal are the worst title contenders ever, right? I'm listening, but then you mentioned a couple of teams that I'd forgot contended.
There you go.
So I'm thinking to myself, hang on, well, at least Arsenal, listen, over the last few years, the amount of times we've come to this table, we've argued, we've debated, man, that's a good title contention, man.
Yes, Steve.
Yeah, man.
Real
It is,
football
it is.
guys
Bruv,
out here.
Tottenham, all the draws. Come on, man.
You see, you said you forgot about them.
Yeah.
You see this Arsenal squad? There's like 2 players in there that people's going to talk about if they don't win nothing in 5 years probably.
Saka
Yeah.
Odegaard.
And Odegaard.
and Rice.
Saliba's going to bounce to Real Madrid and go and have a wavy career, and people are going to forget he even played for this regime.
Regime is cold.
This is how arguable, this is how relevant we are as contenders, yeah? You see the Arsenal team that didn't win the league? The
Which
last
one?
2
There's
seasons.
bare. There's
the last,
bare
hold
of
on,
them.
let me just say, the last 2 seasons, yeah, will be more remembered than the Liverpool team that's going to win the league this year. 100%.
No
100%.
one
This
no
is
one
what-
remembers.
Your COVID Marino up front title, bruv. No one cares
Bro,
about that.
no one's
They don't-
gonna remember,
bro,
no-
stop.
Listen, stop, boys. I like that though. Stop. Is that a true? Let me go. Like 1 second. Hold up.
I agree with that.
That's
statement.
what I'm saying.
I think I agree with
like,
that.
don't let the emotion get you, bro. What he's trying to say is, unfortunately, like your titles that you've won have been during seasons where look, City have fallen off, lost all their players. Like, but the Arsenal
You're
one,
gonna
this
remember who won
Arsenal
the
team
league?
we're talking about, hang about. The Arsenal team is talking about, which they did lose, a leading place. It's probably more memorable that season.
Why? Who remembers second? I'm gonna ask you a question. Who finished second when Arsenal won Invincibles?
United.
No, they didn't.
Chelsea, sorry.
There you go.
What do you mean? I
There
made a
you go.
mistake.
No one
I forgot.
remembers.
Made a mistake. Chill out, man. Chill
Of course
out.
I remember. Yeah, but that's 20-something years ago, bro.
No one remembers, bro. We're talking about future. No one's
No,
gonna
but
remember
this is what I'm saying. As long as these players play, maybe not in 30 years, they're always going to be remembered for regardless, we could go win the treble next season. Because again, they're going to rub it out by the failure. That's what's always going to happen. Man, we'll always remember this team. I'm telling you.
You lot might.
Full stop. I know for a fact. Maybe the word's wrong. The worst ever title contenders. This is for me the most embarrassing title contenders I've seen. But that is the word for it, because you just know, no matter how many points ahead they are, no matter what happens, and no matter who loses, Arsenal will not win that league. They cannot win the league, and that's it.
But isn't a contender meant to make it exciting? Like if there's a heavyweight boxer, they're fighting someone else, you're like, ooh, this is exciting. Arsenal I don't feel like they're
They
actually
got Audley.
chasing
They
someone.
got Audley Harrison. They got the gold medal.
No, they're a pacemaker. You know, like you get it in athletics, someone who just runs, they're not going to run the race, but they're going to set the pace so that the winners know what pace you have to run at to win.
Audley.
That's what
They got the
do.
Olympic gold, Dan. That's the Invincible season. And then everything else is splat.
Boys.
This is a
They're
big one.
Arsenal statements.
This is a big
one.
big statement.
And it goes to what you're saying about Arsenal. Look, we're talking about Arsenal more than the team that's mashed up the league this year.
There you
Liverpool,
go.
no one gives a f***
No one
about,
cares.
bruv.
There's not going to be a Liverpool question.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
That is the clip of the week.
I just see him like,
You lot believe this, yeah? In 5 years' time, you're going to say 2024, 2025 season, who won the league?
Yeah,
What
we'll
are
say
they going to
Liverpool.
say, bro?
Liverpool.
They're not going to say, oh, Arsenal, and they're not going to say none of that.
You will remember.
None of that.
You will remember Trossard, Ovard, Diaz, and all of these man.
anyway, let's get
Yeah. All right, listen. So,
next statement.
yeah.
Arsenal. Wait, you might be right. You might be right. Arsenal will win the league next season.
Hey,
Season after that, pop. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, they're not gonna win this league. It's done.
They're not
You
winning
know what?
next year
Before
anyway.
everyone says something, fast as you ever
what
run
are
in
you
your
doing?
life.
What are you doing?
Listen.
Can I get another balloon?
Give him another balloon.
Listen.
Oh, what? But he needs one
Go
too.
right in the middle. Go right in the middle.
He needs one
Just
too.
run it.
I
Just
need
run.
one, I need-
Run.
Just one.
See?
Fuck, he just squeezed it with his bare hands, bro.
You gotta get behind them.
Hold on. Did you do that with your hand?
Yes, he didn't even do nails. He just squeezed it, bro.
Can I get my balloon?
This is the eardrum thing at this point.
Bro, are you popping that with your fingers?
Listen, I think because I'm the only Arsenal fan here, I should take the floor. They're gonna want to know why. I'll pop my balloon. And it's I'm not doing it again, bro. I ain't doing this again, bro. What do you mean? You think if I see my brethren get punched up 3 times, I'm gonna go to the 4th fight? I'm just gonna wait in A&E, brother. You get me? But I wouldn't have popped my balloon if there was another word there beginning with C.
What could?
Champions League.
What could?
Champions League.
No, I
Champions
get it.
League.
No. Arsenal will win the League Cup. No.
Arsenal will challenge for the league next season. Surely that's the word that you're talking about.
Arsenal will win the League
No,
Cup.
you don't know
That's
my
the C
mind.
means the
You
League
don't know
Cup.
my mind. I already said we do not recognise League Cup, Champions League. We're going for it next
And
season.
can I
This
say,
season.
No chance.
oh wow. See, I'm saying, and this is what I'm saying. This is
Why not?
Not good enough.
Let me like this is why supporting West Ham is such a better feeling than supporting your lot's
ain't,
team.
though.
Let me tell you why.
I'm gonna
Let me
rebuttal
tell you
what?
why. Your team are challenging, right? Your team are challenging. You're in quarterfinal of the Champions League. You're sitting here defeated when your team's looking like they're on the trajectory.
No, there's free trajectory.
But there is.
There's free
I suppose.
win,
Yeah,
lose
so
or
what
draw.
I'm saying is, why are you so defeated? Like,
No, it's not.
why your team
No,
gonna
this
win the
is what it
league
is. No,
next
this-
year?
Hold on.
How are you a supporter, rude
I
boy?
just, what do you mean? I'm realistic. Hold on. Can I like? All I'm talking about is I just think next season. I think me personally, I think we're gonna do some rubbish in the transfer
If you get a
window.
ticed, which you've been saying you need all year, you don't think you can win
I
next
think
year?
we're gonna get the wrong striker.
Okay.
Simple as that. Simple as that. And that's just me being honest.
Yeah.
I think we need Isak. We need Isak. We're not gonna get Isak. We'll go get Cisco from Drew Hill, all these other men, and it's dead, isn't it? So I just think, as far as next year for the league, no.
So
I
what
don't
year?
think so.
If you could guess, what year? If you could guess, and on this guess, you guess right, you get £1 million on the year that you win the league. What year would you actually say?
I will say 2027, year after.
Wow. You'll get better odds on 2045, you know.
Yeah.
Nah, what do you mean? Suckers.
But let me ask you this: if you don't win the Champions League in the next 2 years, that leads us to 2027, right? You think Saliba, Saka with Man City needing new blood and all of that? You think they're gonna stay?
I think Saka will stay. I think Saliba will maybe go now because I think Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid will go get the Hoyson youth in the summer
Hoyson?
and the from
Hoyson.
Bournemouth, and they'll probably go find some other Spanish youth or something. So we'll have Saliba for a little while. But I think I think with Miles Lewis-Skelly, Nwaneri, Gabriel, all these man will be all right. I think in the next 5 years,
It's not a
we'll be
league
all right.
winning group
It
of
is,
players, though, man.
It is. We're better than the Liverpool team that's going to win the league, man, if it weren't for the injuries.
The group of players he said they already have, and he said they're good enough to win the league.
Losing their main player as well. Losing the Rock. It's
At
mad.
least we got a unanimous. This is what a unanimous decision looks like.
No, but I changed
yeah,
late.
Loons changed your mind.
Yeah,
What?
but
why's
now it's
that,
unanimous.
Loons?
Why did
Because
why
I
did
was
you not agree?
unsure if they were talking about the 23s, the ladies. I didn't know what Arsenal. There's loads of teams now, but when I was sure it was the men's. Pop,
Right, I don't
you
think they win
understand?
any of them.
Arsenal
Ladies ain't that great.
No? Arsenal
Ladies ain't that great.
Nah, they ain't who they used to be.
Rachel Yankee.
Chelsea's top of the league still.
I said Rachel Yankee. That is old school.
Rachel Yankee.
I actually played football with her on St. Raph's Estate and I nutmegged her. I was 12 years old.
Oh no. When she was a pro.
Remember this?
No,
She must have been a pro then, didn't
She
it?
was a pro. She
Yes,
was playing for
about.
England.
12 years old. Mad.
I think their window's gone, man. I thought this year should have been the year that they won it, and that's before even the ball got kicked. And in the way that City's moved they're supposed to be in prime position to win this league, and this is like a travesty that they ain't won it, and it's done that.
Football's in a dark place. Arsenal's in a darker place.
I don't think Arsenal's in a darker place than football.
We're in a darker place than Arsenal.
No, you're not though.
No.
Chelsea's
Not in the darkest place because if you lot was just at the where they are, one player from greatness, yeah,
We'd actually get the
Todd
right player.
Bowley would have gone by him.
Yeah,
You're not in a
yeah.
worse place than them, bro.
We've spent all the money, though.
Bro, they
We've-
just spend their striker money on left backs,
Bro, we just spent all our bread. We just bought brioche rolls. Everything. We spent everything.
Nothing to go in them, innit?
We got nothing.
Yeah, I love a burger, bro. Yeah, I love a burger.
you bought brioche rolls and bear, like, you know them old school desserts that no one yam no more. The squirrel, the squirrel cake and them thing there. You got no knife to cut it. So you're yamming it out.
Hey, you know how much left footers he's bought? He's bought No, your gaffer's bought
Oh, nah,
so
he's-
much
he's-
left footers.
he's
That don't make no
obsessed.
sense.
Yeah, he's
obsessed with
obsessed
them.
with
He's obsessed with
Left footers, bro.
Kiwior, Moreno, Calafiori, Zinchenko, yeah.
And you know what it is?
Havertz.
Technically, they are more sound than a right-footed player. They ain't got the other foot, but it's Odegaard, man. He saw Odegaard and Saka. He said, you know what? I need more of those. Let me just get some more left-footers.
Saka's quite both-footed now, though.
I think he's got a powerful right foot,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
not.
he just swings it.
Yeah.
It's like a
He'll
golf
take
club.
you down the line. That's the one thing about him.
He
That's
can
why I
go,
rate
but
him.
he can
I
run
can't
both
lie,
ways.
yeah. I've been in denial for years, but Saka's cold.
He's been cold, man.
He's
It's
cold.
not as pretty as other good players.
He's in that Mo Salah mode.
Yeah,
you know?
he is.
Players that
He
look
is.
better than him, but he's effective. You know what I'm saying, isn't it?
Sometimes I feel we shouldn't even look at that. And we should just look at you lot and you tell us. So it's
You
a
lot are
reaction.
yeah. All right.
Maybe should put some blinkers on it. Should put some blinkers on it.
Don't look.
Yeah, don't look. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Don't look. Like,
Easy to
You
say,
know
don't
because
look.
hearing it, you're actually hearing me say that. You
Like
know
a
the
Jordan
one,
say,
and it's
don't
more-
don't look, I'm getting changed. Yeah, that's for the question.
when did you first pop your balloon?
Just now.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
What do you mean?
Don't worry.
You might as well take that because you weren't going to pop it for that question.
All right then, on to the soon-to-be champions, unfortunately. But what I want to know, not even what I want to know, what I'm telling you, what I'm telling the table, is that Liverpool will finish outside of the top 4 when Salah and Van Dijk go.
If or when?
When?
So if they go this year, you mean next
You
year?
know what? Let's say if, because we don't know if they're going. Let's just say if they were to go this summer, next season they don't get top 4.
It's a big shout. It's a big shout.
It is a big shout, but I just think before we let Loons have the floor, obviously Liverpool fan. Okay, all right.
What's wrong
No,
with
do you know what it is? Hold before you pop that.
What's
Before
wrong
you
with
pop-
why you
hold
getting
on,
involved?
wait,
Pop that,
man, let me land,
Why are
man.
you trying? Was you
Hold
trying
on.
to pop it?
Hold on.
And you're just failing?
Listen, God just stopped you from popping that balloon.
It's
so
true.
maybe use
Why
the
are you-
ears that He has given.
Why are you dictating to
hear
him?
it.
Pause.
No, I'm just saying. It's just
That didn't pop for a reason.
It didn't pop for
Just
a
send the
reason.
mic here, man. I didn't
chill, I'll
pop.
chill. You know what it is? Reason I was going to do, I was thinking, hang on. I'm looking at the list, so we're saying get rid of Van Dijk, but they've already, which I don't agree with, but in the terms of where he's the level he's playing at, you would say Konsa is a already made replacement.
No. No.
He's in the England team at 20 years old, mate.
No, I'm not saying Konza. The Konza angle ain't the angle.
Let me land.
That shot was crazy. Let me pose a different question
Go on,
to you.
then.
Yeah?
Go on.
Are Liverpool?
I was asking a question to a Liverpool guy.
Forget the two
I said I
players.
don't agree, by the way.
Forget the 2 players, yeah? Just take one away.
Go on.
Are Liverpool top 4 this year if you take Salah out of that team?
I think so.
Good question, Marks. We've just discussed in the last round about how bad the challenge is. So probably, yeah. What are they, 12? How many points?
12
yeah, they
points,
probably
yeah.
would have. That's
And
how
then
bad the challenge has
and then
been.
Salah get for them.
That's not how football works, man. How many points to get? If Salah takes Salah out the team, all right, you take Salah out the team, we're not going to play with 10 men, bro.
Nah,
That's not how it works. There's going to be another body in there.
I don't want to pop it.
You know what? I'm gonna do what Dan done. I don't need this because this ain't popping.
That's no
this
way that's
guy's
popping.
terrible. at
You're going to
arguing.
concede more
Yeah,
goals
it's- yeah.
and you're going to score less.
But Dan. Let me just make something like you see, like in football, yeah. You see when you lot got rid of Drogba, for example?
Watch what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, when you
Uh-huh.
got rid of Drogba, who did you replace him with again?
Morata, and they were terrible.
Yeah, but didn't they win stuff?
Okay, so let me go. No, 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
No, wait, I'm asking the Chelsea man. What he was speaking. He was speaking.
We had Costa still.
Yeah, say that again.
Costa.
See, you let the whole room laugh at Morata. It's Costa. Let's be real, bro.
Costa
You
is
replace
okay.
people.
Costa is very good. That's who you replaced him with. So now you tell us, knowing that this is around, who replaces Salah and Van Dijk to
Gets
keep you in top
1,000
four?
goals.
For next season.
Who was Salah before we got him?
no.
No, let's not do this. Because who was he? We got this guy that no one cared about and we turned him into this monster. Whoever we
Hold
get
on.
is
Hold on.
turning
He
into that
has
monster.
to get-
How about that?
What is that?
Bleeding water.
Bleeding water.
He said that no one cared about Salah. He was already at Chelsea, bro.
Yeah, but no. When we got him, man said you can go and find tweets when man Liverpool's have spent 30 mil on a Chelsea reject.
Listen, Loons, it's a simple question. Loons, listen.
Answer the question.
It's a simple
I
question.
don't know.
Then how can you have the answer that? How can you be so sure? No, because again, if you was to tell me, hold on 2 seconds. If you was to ask me, would Arsenal still be second without Saka? Yeah, I'd say no.
Football's not
And
well
if
like
you-
that.
Okay, I know it doesn't. But if you was to ask me why, I'd say because the only right winger that's good, that's better than him, Mo Salah. The other one, I don't think is close. So if we had another right winger there and it wasn't Saka, I don't think we'd be as good as.
Can
we
I
are.
say last week we spoke about if Bruno goes into the Arsenal team, we disagreed that a player can just come in and make it happen, right? Mm-hmm. So what's to say that if Salah goes, a player comes in and makes it happen, right? Because we agreed last week that doesn't
30
necessarily...
goals a season from the right wing.
All right. When we lost Torres, who was going to replace
Bro,
him
this
with?
ain't Torres, bro.
That's what the world was saying. Who are you going to replace him with? We got Suarez from Ajax. No one knew him.
So who you getting?
Happens.
Who you getting?
Bro, I didn't know who Suarez was, Dan, when we got him. He turned out to not be a monster.
I hate when Loons gets in there. He's too defensive. He's so defensive. Take the and just stay over there.
Hold on 2 seconds, because Loons, you know what Loons does? You start telling us what the world said. Do you think we give a fuck about the world?
The world. The world.
And everything you get, you got to work hard for it. No, I hear that.
You know what? Hey, Loons.
What?
Fair enough.
Wait.
Fair enough.
Thank you. You understand sense, man.
Yeah, bring me back my balloon. You made me think I was on your side. Give me my balloon.
What's going on here?
So wait, so you agree?
I didn't have a clue about Suarez. He's turned up. I don't know.
No, because you
Maybe there's
replaced
something
someone.
special in the tap water
You
over there.
replace someone. It's just a replacement. And it just turns up.
Well, you never heard of Luis Suarez before he signed?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm an honest man. I didn't.
I didn't think he'll do this, but you knew who he was.
Bro, Mugs, Suarez didn't win anything for them. What are you talking? Replace a guy that didn't win. But I'm talking about the guy.
replacing
I'm
a
talking
serial
about
winner.
the serial winner.
man, because he's got a point.
Take that, man.
He's
Moving
got a
goalposts.
point.
Moving goalposts.
He's got a point.
The original convo, yeah, was if Salah and Van Dijk leave Liverpool, will they still be on top? Those
No,
two
they won't.
specific players. Yeah, factually, if you don't replace them, obviously you won't. But what we're trying to say, Loons, is that these men
You're telling me to name one.
Bro, what we're trying to
How
say.
many times do you want this?
Exactly.
Shut up.
How
We're
many
trying
times?
to say.
Go on, Lip.
What we're trying to say is these men are so good that we don't think there's players that you can get to replace them to still be as good as you
Okay,
are.
can I rebuttal that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You lot thought that when we got rid of Torres, we were 1 second,
Suarez
bro.
didn't win you
Can I
nothing.
finish?
Suarez
Can I
didn't
finish,
win you
bro?
nothing.
Let him finish.
Hey, can you stop him, cuz? Please, come on. What's going on here, bro? Can I just land, bro? Can I just land? Land it, please. Look, Torres got us to top 4. Facts. Second, Suarez done the same.
That has got nothing to do
All right.
with what we're talking about.
All right, here's what I'm going to do then to make it even more interesting. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what we're going to do. You don't sign anyone to replace it. Do you get top 4 or not?
Hey, let me get my balloon
Sign
back.
anyone? That's not fair.
You're not doing it based on who you're
saying
going
it's
to
not.
get.
Hold on, Loons, you're saying it's not fair. I asked you who do you replace them with. You
I
said
don't
you
know. I don't.
So what's the
Our recruitment
then
is
we
so
just-
ice cold, yeah, that if we bring in, whoever, yeah, he's turning up.
This statement didn't give you a transfer
Okay then.
window.
Oh no, hold on 2 seconds. Before you go, I want to say something that I had up my sleeve. I want to ask you a question, bro. Who did you replace Mane with?
I don't think we're
Darwin Núñez.
No.
Darwin Núñez.
Cody Gakpo, Luis Diaz.
No, allow it. That's after. Allow it. That's
After.
after. And then let me ask you this. When you had your midfield of Henderson and they were killing it and your team was the best team in the league for years, right? In the world for years.
Yeah.
Your midfield was dead next season. You lot just about got into the top 4. You didn't replace your midfield. You remember?
Henderson's last season we finished 4th, and then the new midfield season we finished 3rd.
Brother.
I'm trying to
When your
understand here.
midfield started losing their legs,
Yeah, we finished
and you
4th.
needed to replace them,
finished
you
4th.
you was all in 8th. It was shocking. You went from being the best
Yeah.
to the legs went,
Yeah.
and you needed to replace your midfield,
Yeah.
and you didn't replace them. And then
We did.
bruv, it's taken you 3 seasons to
Look
get
at
to
him.
where you're
I
at.
hate
Henderson
his
hasn't
face.
been gone 3
I
seasons,
hate when
bro.
he does that face.
Henderson hasn't been gone 3
Brother,
seasons.
it's only this year your midfield's been replaced. Brother. All right, 2 then. Sorry, you're nitpicking here. You're splitting hairs.
We made Champions League every season since he's been gone.
Brother, before that, when your midfield were popping and you had legs, right? Follow me. When you was challenging, right, and you was doing a madness, then your midfield, all of a sudden, in one season, the legs went. Everyone was saying they need to be replaced. You bought Gravenberg. It didn't work for a year. It's only now.
We bought Gravenberg last year.
Do you know what?
And it
That
didn't-
weren't Henderson's
Brother,
last season.
I'm going to do something amazing.
Your midfield needed
Alright, boys,
replacing.
I'm going to do something amazing.
Go on.
Do you know why? Because I forgot, it's not about them winning the league, it's about top 4. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I think you will replace it. Let me land. No, because I got football mind. This guy's just emotional.
I'm not emotional.
They go get like a Oliseh and a reasonable enough centre back to play with Konate. I think they'll probably get top 4. But I'm a gooner that had to get that myself. Why couldn't the Liverpool man tell us this? That's what we need to ask ourselves.
Because it's not simple as just buying a big name, because football don't work like
You're
that.
having a bad game. You're having a bad game. He's having a bad game.
Stinker.
He's having a bad
He's
game.
having a stinker. You mentioned Liverpool, he has a stinker.
We buy potential, Coutinho, Salah. These were potential.
Did you replace Firmino?
Firmino, no, we ain't got a false 9. We ain't got a false 9 since we bought
Hey, Loons.
Nunes. We bought potential.
Loons.
Mars getting on round him.
No, I'm saying this is a terrible take, man.
It's bad.
stinks.
I had to link him. That's how bad it is. I thought he's Ellis ain't even really there. Ellis is cut.
Ellis wants his balloon back.
Yeah, go on. Let's be clear here, because I want to be clear that I think they can still lose those players and finish top 4. They
Pop,
won't
yeah,
win.
Pop,
the-
hey,
so
Pop,
Pop,
Can I
yeah?
just say one thing?
Bang. So my balloon's
Can I
gone,
just
yeah?
say one thing? If he wasn't so emotional, he's actually speaking sense. But because
I'm not
he's
emotional.
but
I just argue.
Look, see.
I just argue, bro.
I'm on his side. and he's
Why
still
do you need
upset.
that? Why do you need that?
You,
Why,
no,
the
you know
truth's
where
there.
you lost me? You know where you lost me? Nah, Loons, where you lost me is when I said, who'd you replace them with? And you said, I don't know. I said, nah, Liverpool are dead. But then I had to get back
All
in the
these
whip.
examples are all one players. You're talking about the best right winger in the league
Yeah,
and
man.
the best centre back in the league.
But they
Both of them
weren't the
together.
best, though,
Then
when
they
we
are
got
now.
them.
But
They are now.
But they are now.
No, you're missing the point, bro.
No,
You're
I'm not.
missing the point.
You are missing the point. That they're cold.
They are cold.
Exactly. That's it. Let it go.
Yeah, no.
Let
he
it go.
said, who do you replace them with? I said, I don't know.
Loons. Let it go.
And man saying to me, you're mad. You don't know.
Dan.
I'm not popping it. I actually, do you know what it is, yeah? For me, I didn't, you see when you start adding your own personal terms and putting in a transfer window and you get to get the second best player in Europe, that's not what the question said. That's not what the statement was.
Yeah.
Who's the second best player in Europe?
I don't know. I don't care either. All I'm saying is what it actually said.
Yeah.
You lose them 2 and you don't make top 4. It didn't say you get to replace them.
Yeah.
It just said
Yeah,
you
it didn't
lose
say
them
that.
and
Didn't
you
say
don't
that.
make top 4.
Even without them 2, I think we're better than Chelsea.
Yeah, that's it. That's fine. What's that mean? No, that's not the question even. That's not the question either.
Newcastle win the next game, they go above Chelsea.
Okay, but I reckon we're better than both of them.
It's the last one, yeah?
Last question.
No one looking.
Unfortunately, we have run out of funding due to money going missing. And we don't have enough balloons. So what me and Dan are going to have to do up top is one up front now. One up front, we're going to have to share the vision. But I think we can do that, man.
I think so
We
as
can
well.
get it done. This is... I don't know who's going to agree with this one, but I'm going to say right here in front of you, man, that Alexander Isak of Newcastle and Sweden is worth 150 million British pounds sterling. Ooh. That was like art. It just... You get me?
150 million is a big amount of money. That's why I popped it.
Do you know what? Let's let Loons go first, and then us lot who know ball. No, I'm joking.
Maybe I can get a couple of people to put. I just feel 150 million is a lot of money for, like, his previous seasons are good. This is his one outstanding season. One outstanding season in the Prem does not get you.
He hasn't scored as much goals as he scored last season, right?
Yeah, but this season's not done.
Yeah, but he's like a goal. Yeah, but he's a goal away from last season.
Yeah, okay, but this season's not. That's what I said. He's had a couple good this seasons, and this season's exceptional.
He's had a couple good this season.
No, he's had a
No. He
good
didn't say that
season.
though. He said one good season. That's
How
what
long's he
said.
been here?
This is his third
His
season.
first season he was super injured, but you could see that he was a player there. His second season he done there, and this is his first season. For me, 150 is I want to see an Mbappe type player. I don't want to change the landscape of what 150 gets you.
Before you
so
go, yeah?
no,
Before you go, quickly, we just mentioned him before. Darwin Núñez, 95 million.
that's not what we pay for him.
Okay,
64.
85.
64. We didn't win the Champions League.
85.
We didn't win the Champions
Okay,
League.
then
85.
I'm going to chat to you, yeah? Enzo, 105 million. Declan Rice, 105 million. Casado, 105 million. In relation to those 100s, do you not think, because obviously your balloon's still
Bro,
dead there.
This is why I was thinking, for what I see from Caicedo, he runs around, he tackles people, and he gives a next player next to him the ball and lets them do their thing. That's 105 mil.
That's
No, he does that well though. He does that really well though.
He's not complaining. He's not complaining.
I'm not upset with that. If that's 105,
Yeah.
and you have someone that can take the ball, beat a player, and score, and then do this to the captain of your club.
Yeah, crazy.
Personally, I wouldn't have had that.
Yeah,
But you could do that in the cup final.
do streak.
He's worth 150 M's.
You know what? I want to ask everyone with their balloon up. Margs, why do you think he's worth 150 M's?
We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not saying he's not. Nah, because my thing is, people like moan, like you're saying, like Caicedo, they're saying Declan Rice ain't worth 105. You know, it's not about what you're worth. It's what you can negotiate. The second Arsenal paid the money for him, that's how much he's worth. Shut up. You don't have to like it. You know what I'm trying to say? And if someone gets him out the door for 150, that's his price tag. And speaking to what you're saying, the way these hundreds are looking, the Enzos, the Caicedos, even Rice, if man's saying that he can't receive the ball in a half turn. If that's 105 million and it's a unanimous decision and it's straight, then Isak's 150, bro. What are we doing there? Inflation, price has gone up.
2025, man.
No, I
Price has
do
gone
agree
up.
with that, but I think the price of the player, I'm trying to make 150 get you a 150 player
Do you know what 150 million pounds can buy you?
What can it buy? Hold on. We got some maths going on right now.
Speak to a man with money.
150 M's. You know about money, Marks. Pen game and that. Listen.
Pen game and that.
Listen. You can buy jets. You can buy
Coupes, Jeeps.
anything.
Can we
You
check?
can buy anything. You
Can
don't
we
have to
check
buy
something?
Alexander.
Can we
Isak.
check something? Because we do something on this show that we're always going to do from now on with transfer fees. Can you find out how much Seamus Coleman's
Yeah,
we can get
yeah.
for that 150 mil?
150
Yeah,
mil.
100%. And I want to ask Steve-O, who supports the team that Declan Rice came from. So you got that 105 million for him. Unlike some of these weirdos on Twitter, you justify that price tag. So chat to us about why you think Isak is 150.
I echo everything. I echo what you guys said about the market and what 100 million gets you. So if the 100 million gets you a defensive midfielder, which we've seen two defensive, we've seen an Enzo who's a box to box, a goal scorer, which is the most important thing in the game, has to be more. And he's been doing it for 2 seasons, like consistently now, at a poorer team. So I think if he goes into a better team, he's going to do even more. Also, going to what Dan said about what you can buy, my friend's cousin, Indian guy, his wedding was
Hold on, let him go.
because they spend a lot. An Indian wedding, he spent 100 M's.
Is it?
Yes. So if that's 100,
She ain't
on a
leaving,
wedding.
boy.
Declan.
Yeah. If that's 100,
What
listen.
wedding's that?
Declan.
Indian wedding, crazy.
100 million, not rupees.
£1 million, yeah. So if that's that, then Isak's worth that, man, for me.
So obviously, me and Dan have not popped our balloon, but something has come into play here. I went to the gantry to ask for how many Seamus Coleman's can we get for 150
Because that's
million.
really, if we're being honest, nowadays,
That's how we judge transfers,
That's
yeah.
how you judge how good a transfer actually is. He was £60,000.
Simple.
Yeah? And let's be honest, he's had a 15-year career as
15
opposed to
A great career.
Isak's 3 seasons.
Don't make us divide that to how much it is a year.
You can get 2,500 Seamus Coleman's for the price of one Isak.
Bro, you can build a city, bro.
Hold on.
Bro, you get hard-working right backs everywhere.
Listen. That is 5,000 left legs. Are you serious, bruv?
Okay, then this is the question then. Where does a starting 11 of all Seamus Coleman's finish in the Prem
Right, in this season.
this season?
This season they're going top 4. They're going top 4. They're grinding out some serious
I reckon
results.
Seamus could do the flanks is covered. The centre backs aren't easy to deal with
It's
either.
going to be nil-nils, isn't it? It's going to be a lot
Yeah.
of like, going to grind out.
Hey, a midfield 3 of 3 Seamus Coleman.
That's balance. That is balance.
They're running. Odegaard's getting rushed.
They all know each other.
They all know each other. Chemistry. 99.
They all know each other.
Literally, look at that shape. Coleman in goal. We're playing 4 Colemans at the back. Double pivot Coleman.
Yeah.
With Coleman in the 10. My days, there's no wingers.
Bro,
There's two.
Because Coleman's up, mate. He's up and down.
I personally think it's a way better value to buy Seamus Coleman's over anything. Even over, bro, 60
You know
grand.
what?
What are
Bring
you
the
going to buy?
balloon.
Let's
Bring
be
the
honest.
balloon.
Yeah?
Bring the balloon,
What are you
man.
going to buy?
Bring the balloon.
A kettle or a Seamus Coleman? Even that, you know, we got to start thinking clever. I want my people, I want better for my people.
You could buy 10 Jordan Ibe's. 15 mil he cost.
That's not a team.
That's not even
What am I
right
going to do with
maths.
the team?
What maths is that? What do you mean you could get more than that?
150. Now 15 mil. He was 15 mil to Bournemouth.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't.
You're not allowed to. Dan's not allowed to go in goal.
Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
Boys. That was the last one, innit?
Yeah.
So, boys, that was the first filthy balloon door.
Why?
Come up with that myself. I didn't say
Yeah, pop
that's
that.
Where's the poo?
Poo's buying.
But now, all jokes aside, crowd, let us know how that was. Who popped their balloon too much? Who was too trigger happy with the pins and that? Let us know. Yeah, live show made the
Hackney.
8th. You know the ting. There might even be a bit of pop the balloon there in it
Yeah,
for
may
the
as
crowd
well,
as
may as
well.
well. There you
If the
go.
budget, if we can afford, who knows? But listen, like, subscribe,
Comment.
watch previous episodes.
Filthy. We'll see you next week.
The other side.